They wanted to fight me for no reason. You must be retarded. There's 3 girls outside. There's 3 girls. Wait, what does... Now look, I know the title of the video sounds crazy, but trust me, it'll make sense by the end of the video, I think. I am an introvert. Now, does that mean I don't like going outside? I don't like talking to people, and I'm not a fan of social events? Yes, that is exactly what it means. But I wasn't always like this. In fact, not too long ago, I was the most social person in my house. And by not too long ago, I mean 10 years ago, bro. I don't like people. But back in the day, I could start whole conversations with strangers, no hassle. I got some candy for you. It's in the back of my van. No, not windowless van strangers. I meant the head chef of a respectable restaurant establishment kind of stranger. Back then, I could argue with a literal chef about how his Portuguese restaurant does not serve authentic Italian pizza. Now, I can barely talk to cashiers. That'll be $150. Would you like a bag with that, sir? Oh, thank you. You too. Wait, what do you mean? I'm sorry. You're sorry? Why are you sorry? I can trace my not wanting to speak to people desire to 3 events in my life. This is one of them. This happened in the 3rd grade. Of course it did. It was in the final week before schools closed for the holidays. The principal had invited this youth Christian camp group to talk and see if any of us would like to spend our holidays attending that instead. Oh, so it's like church? Yes, it's kind of like church. Would you like to sign up? Nah. They go on to explain that it's a Christian sleepaway camp. There'll be physical activities, outdoor games, crosses. They'll test our biblical knowledge on the books we've gone over and the daily verse. And more crosses. There's gonna be praise and worship, sing-alongs, and movie days. And just a whole lot of crosses, bro. You get the idea. So, would anyone like to sign up? Nah. Actually, wait. I'd like to sign up. Really? Yes. It's either this or staring at the walls for a week. Will there be other kids there? Yes. Yes, there will. You'll fit right in. We're very happy to have you. Yeah, a little too happy if you ask me. So I get home and I show my parents the form. And to my surprise, they thought it was a good idea since the only other option would be me home alone with no supervision and nothing to keep me entertained. You know what they say, idle hands are the devil's playground and all that other jazz. Some clarity before I go on. They lied! This wasn't a sleepaway camp. I'm pretty sure that's a sin, by the way. I had to travel to this place every day and go home at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure that's just school without the schoolwork. And I signed up voluntarily for this. God damn it! So day 1 begins, and surprise, surprise, I arrive late. I make my way over to where a large group of kids was standing, and I come to the realization that, yo, there's mad white people here! Now, up to this point in my life, I was not used to seeing this many of them at once. 10 maybe, but they were all teachers during assembly at school. But this, there's at least 25 of them. I put my bags down and listen to the program being read out. And this random kid with orange hair walks over to me, followed by an older kid behind him. He looks at me, smirks, and stands on one of my bag's shoulder straps. Yo, you're standing on my bag. Please move your foot. No. What are you gonna do about it? In fact, I'm surprised your kind even knows of places like this. I just got here! Damn it! Ref, I know you heard that! So, I pull my bag out from under his foot and I move to the front of the group. The counselor finishes with the program he's reading and the do's and don'ts. Don't go behind the tool shed. There's no cameras. Stay in the general area of the soccer field and do not touch the animal statues. They are new. And that'll be all. You guys can go put your bags in the auditorium. So, as we're headed to the auditorium, there were these two girls walking next to me. And underneath one of their breaths, I hear one of them say, "Look at this monkey." Ref! Red card! What are you doing? Oh, no. That's not what I meant. I am truly so sorry. I wasn't referring to you. Oh my gosh, I know how this looks. I am truly sorry. I was talking about that statue over there. And now you lying, you fat bitch! So morning devotion begins. They start teaching us about Jesus and the Bible and Judas. Man, Judas really did that, huh? What a bitch. The music section was always the best part of morning devotion. Y'all ever heard of Prince of Peace? Look it up. 10 o'clock rolls around and Chris Angel, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but this dude actually unironically looked like Chris Angel. He was like, "Yo, it's lunchtime, so you guys can go get some food." So now I'm sitting outside eating my food in the sun by myself because A, nobody wanted to talk to me. And every time I tried to talk to people, they would just look at me in confusion like, "Bro, we're not building the Tower of Babylon, you absolute bitch!" So now I'm sitting outside eating my lunch when I get approached by the orange-haired kid and the older kid that was behind him. Caleb and Jason. "Hey man, I just wanted to apologize for stepping on your bag earlier. That was uncool and not needed." So, it was an accident? An accident? Oh no. I wanted to fight you. Ref! When did we go from soccer to the UFC? What is this? Why? No reason really. This year's Jason. Wanna hang out with us? Do I look stupid to you? Why in the fuck would I wanna hang out with somebody who just admitted they wanted to fight me for no reason? You must be retarded! Yeah, sure, of course. What you guys busy with? We're trying to bring those two goalposts together to create a tent. You up for it? Heck yeah! So we get to pushing the two goalposts together. Now, these goalposts were made with this thick sunshade mesh material. You could see well from the inside looking out, but you couldn't see well from the outside looking in. This will be important for later on. Probably not. I might be lying. Now, we're chilling in the tent, sharing stories, cracking jokes, the whole shebang. And then I get to thinking, you know, maybe this won't suck as much as I thought it would. I'm actually having fun. I guess white people aren't as weird as I thought. And if the rest of the week is like this, heck, I'm actually enjoy being here. There's 3 girls outside. There's 3 girls outside? Haha. Alright then. The girls walk in. And it's the same girls that were calling me a monkey! Yes, I know. They were not calling me a monkey. I don't care. And some other girl was with them too. There was tension in the air. Turns out Caleb and Jason actually know these girls. And not in a good way. Michaela, what the heck do you want? Not you, that's for sure. I don't even know why you even talking to me. Y'all just can't let school stuff be school stuff. It's the holidays. You cut my hair with a scissor in math class. You, Caleb. Hi, I'm Cannon. Hi, I'm Sierra. Michaela then goes on about how she likes what we did with the goalposts and how creative it was and how she was thinking of doing it herself but wasn't sure if they could have moved the heavy goalposts. You boys didn't have to, but thank you anyways. Thank you. We did not make this for you, retard. Yes, you did. Get out. You guys better get out. Because if not, we're gonna get naked. Wait, what does... We can't let that happen! Jason, do something! Jason, get them out of here! I can't! No! Cooties, Jason! Cooties! Jason, shut up, Caleb! God damn it, let me think! What are you gonna do? We gotta do something! We cannot let that happen! Nobody get naked! Wait! Hold on! What the heck does naked mean? They all stop and look at me. And in unison, Jason and Caleb scream out, They're going to take their clothes off! And I start going through it, bro, because yo! The last time I saw a naked white woman in the same room as a black man, he went to jail! I need to get out of here. I cannot be here when it happens. These people are not normal. I came here for fun. These people actually need Jesus. I got out of that tent moving like Lot. I spent the rest of the week by myself, and it wasn't even that bad. These people were not normal, bro. What? I get a red card for saying they're not normal? Man, moral of the story, somebody paid this nigga off. In conclusion, be careful of the company you keep. It says a lot more about you than you think. Peace.
I used to have hoop dreams until I found out there were other ways to score. If you're gonna be my bitch, you have to be obedient. You cannot be a